And hello, fellow raiders. Welcome to another raid video, and it's another summon event. Yay. So it's 3,000 points for basically a rare. If it was a traditional fusion, this would be a rare instead. It's a quarter of the epic. We need to fuse this very questionable value champion. Honestly, haven't seen anyone use this champion for anything. Don't really know why I'm even doing it. It's just another thing to do, I guess. It's just not great. I mean, ally protect and strengthen, it's not terrible. You can remove shield buffs, I guess, and place apparently a fairly weak shield, according to some testing I saw from other content creators. But said this champion does not seem to be impressing anybody, and myself included. But I could get it, stick her in the vault. She could be used for Faction Guardian, because you want to take your Faction Guardians and empower champions you do like. So, although I already have a collection of questionable faction Guardians, like maybe you take if I had the unfortunate misfortune of pulling the Incarnate from a shard, she could take the Yannicka spot here, and I could empower the Yannicka, and Yannicka at a 4-star Ascension might actually be decent. But I gotta say, if they've got a soul event for this champion, I'm gonna skip it. I'm just gonna completely skip it. I don't care about this current fusion champion. I've been making some progress in my missions, and after we pull a few shards for the summon event, I'll show you my Fire Knight 10 team. So let's just get to it. It's points. It's the tax. You go with the sacreds because you fought 6 sacreds and it's part of a guaranteed legendary. So basically how it goes. Don't have a Kymar. I've got one of everything else here. I've been after a Kymar for years. And so I've even participated in some like 10x, 2x's on Ancients Forum. Never pulled them. We're going to go with Fennex because Fennex kind of turns into an insane monster. You get him high enough. He just like one-shots people with his A1. And those people can't be revived. So we're going to do that. Here we go for that. 6 shards, here we go, and then we'll talk about Fire Knight 10, which actually managed to keep working. So number 1, hopefully this is quick summon session 6 and out. Aothar, probably not going to care. Number 2 is a Steel Skull. Steel Skull's not bad. He's been immensely power crept, but I still use him from time to time. Number 3. Another epic. Hey, here's a Fennex. And I'm just going to keep bringing in Fennexes because I just want to finish his empowerment. Number 4. The Fennex? No. Then Alika. Alika's decent epic nuker. I might want to consider keeping those. Number 5. Will we get a legendary from any of these? I don't know. Probably not. Zelota. I don't know if the supports were that worth keeping for empowerment or not, but I haven't made that decision. All right, last shard. Hopefully we get the gold, get a Kymar, right? Come on, we can do it. Nope, another epic. It's a Scabrius. That's a terrible pull. That's awful. All right, let's do a little showcase here. We've got Fire Knight tournament going on, and I just went through the Fire Knight 10 mission in the Road to Marius. So I am looking forward to getting Marius. I've been having a hard time lately, even just picking champions I want to build. I don't want to there aren't that many where it's like, yeah, I need to get the masteries and 6-star this guy because I want to use him somewhere. I haven't. Starting to run out of those champions. Centranos roadblocks are starting to be the next logical stepping stone for me, but in the road to Marius, they say do Fire Knight 10 on auto, and I was able to get that done through this team. I'm fortunate. I've been blessed to get 2 newts. I haven't seen this team fail yet, so of course when I run it live on video, it's gonna fail, right? But I haven't seen it fail yet. But everyone here is almost fully booked. These 2 are fully booked. The newts, they're all full. The only one not fully booked is Blizzard. I think his A1 and his passive aren't booked, so I skipped on the books for that. I wanted to get his AoE freeze fully booked because he's basically the only crowd control for the waves. As you can see, they're frozen, and we just wail on them until they fall over. And then we're gonna effectively repeat the same exercise for wave set number 2. It's very odd to me that they made these waves still at like speed 100, and they make the Fire Knight at 250. It's like, okay. So we're gonna go into the next one, and I do have the Faultless Defense blessing on the Blizzard. I'm using the tactic where I'm gonna let the Fire Knight hit me, and then our counterattacks and the Faultless Defense are going to take his shield ticks down. You can do this with a Martyr in this spot, but I chose to go with the Blizzard because I had the blessing for him. So here's the 2 counterattacks for Newt, and here's his section. And unfortunately, Blizzard just dies from this damage. So everyone does their counterattack, the shield ticks down, but Blizzard has his passive, so up he pops, and he joins in the team attack from Padraig. From Patrick. And then we apply our debuffs on him. And that's about it. We cleanse and throw the speed up on him for the second move from Padraig, or the third move actually, because first move was an A1. And then Tomb Lord's giving us our slow or decreased defense, decreased attack. I've never seen him actually take another attack at us, but if he did, the decreased attack, we'd probably survive it. At least I think we'd survive it. And Padraig is healing us up eventually. Here come the bashes now. Yep, there goes the batches, and this takes about 2.5 to 3 minutes, depending on RNG, because Patrick here, his A1 is an RNG machine, because you never know who you're going to cool down. But this basically works, and I'm fairly happy with it so far. There's not probably a whole lot I can do to make it better, except actually enhance the newts. The newts are somewhat rebuilt for this purpose. But, should kill it. Oh, just a sliver. There we go. Now it's dead. Oh, just under 3 minutes. Best is 2.5. Let's show the preset in case you are inspired to build another team. Like I said, you can replace Blizzard with a Martyr with a 1-star blessing of the Faultless Defense, but didn't have that, so I decided just to go with the Blizzard. I'm kind of holding off on Padraig's moves here. So I'm letting him do it at the beginning. The speed is at the beginning of each round, but I don't even use a team attack. I could use a team attack, but I would have to do it on the opener, and I don't want to do that. But in round 3, do the A1, let him hit you, do your team attack, and then throw up the speed and the cleanse. Tomb Lord is just, let's see, he's opening with Blight. Ideally, I'm opening with Blight so that his second hit on the Fire Knight is, odds are it's going to be the A1 until he's slowed. That doesn't always happen. Sometimes the Blight just is ready already, so he just does the Blight instead, which is fine. It doesn't affect it. I'm going fast enough that Doesn't matter too much. The Newts, they lead off with the Fury, leads off with the Fury. They can use Blessed Bash whenever they want. Same thing all the way through. Just do the AoE attack and then have it for the next round. And then against the Fire Knight, you do the counter attack. That's the same for both of them. Lazar, we're not using his A2 until round 3. So we want to lead off and throw down the freezes, kill them, and then move on. And against the Fire Knight, he throws up the protection, and then just have to use it any more times. And you'll use the AoE freeze because it's 100% freeze. A1 might not freeze at all, and I want to guarantee turn meter pushback if this is up. So as far as my Great Hall, I don't think I've only got the speed attribute. I kind of avoided live arena up until Marius missions, and it's like, okay, I guess I gotta do live arena. And then they say, oh, you need one of your levels to 6. So I pushed Fire Knight up because everything I saw said, hey, speed's very important. And then since then, all my medals have been shoved into Hydra. That's it. Don't particularly like live arena, so it's probably it for now. I'm probably gonna dump more of these medals into Hydra to get better Hydra scores, and then probably speed for Centranos. I don't know. I have to research it. That's it. That's my Fire Knight team. I am on the last leg of the missions. These seem to be mostly time gated by either basically the Iron Twins. There's mostly Iron Twins. A bunch of live arena. That's not going to be fun. Hydra, I don't have any problems with. Iron Twin again. And 10,000 more soul coins. Again, all these are easy, but they're gated by pretty much just Iron Twin time. So we'll just push through it, and eventually we'll claim Marius, and I think that'll be a good time. And content creators are creating videos about that, but that'll be it for me. And hopefully that helps you with your Fire Knight 10 team. And I hope your summons were better than mine. I'm doing this fusion, even though I scratch my head as to why I even bother. I will catch you guys next time.